So here's 2025, this is question 6. What this is asking you about is referring to a lifetime ISA which is handed to you in your data booklet which you get before the exam and goes on the SQA site. It's about somebody called Morgan who's got an ISA. The account has an effective rate of interest, an annual one, okay, so that's important to remember, it's annual, okay, so and that is 3.25. Makes a deposit of 2,500 on the 1st of January. So just highlight the important bits of information. Doesn't make any more deposits in the whole of that year, okay, and by the end of the year we want to work out, well, how much has Morgan got in the bank account. Now in terms of, you have to then obviously refer to your pre-release material. So what we've got here is just a wee bit of spiel about ISAs. So you can save up to, I don't think I can highlight this, you can save up to £4,000 a year and the government will add a 25% bonus to your savings, okay. The bonus is made every month on new deposits. So I think Morgan's only got one deposit, so she or he will just get the one bonus, okay. So let's go back to the actual question. So it's 25% of the bonus, okay, up to a maximum of £1,000 per year, okay. So obviously if you put a £4,000 to lump sum in, 25% of that is 1,000, so that's why its maximum is 1,000, okay, per year. So let's go back to the question. Now what I'm going to suggest you do is we'll just draw the line. So this represents a timeline, but also represents, we can show when money's going in and at what dates is money going in. Okay, so get rid of that. Right, so what we've got, okay, is we've got the start of the year, and that's the 1st of January 24. You've got £2,500 going in. Okay, the next month, okay, so it's the start of the next month, okay, so that's the 1st of February. You're going to have 25%, okay, so you're going to have 25% of that. So we're going to take, we can just do it here, okay, we're going to go 25% of 2,500. So we could go 0.25 times 2,500. Or you could just take a quarter of it, okay? 25% is the same as a quarter, okay? So you could do 2,500 divide by 4, okay? Whatever way you do it, you're going to find that that is £625, okay? So we've then got £625. Now, what we're going to do is then we're just going to, that just stays in the bank, or the ISA, and then by the end of the year we have a wee look to see how much it's worth. Okay, so that's 1 month, and that's 11 months. So you've got the 2,500 in for the whole year, and then you've got the 625 in for 11 months. And that whole duration, again, you can do it any way you want. I just like this timeline because it makes it a wee bit simpler for me. Okay, so that's 3.25%. Right, so let's have a wee look at the 2,500. Okay, so you've got 2,500, and that is in for the whole year. Okay, so we're going to times that by your multiplier, so that's 0.325. Okay, so remember this, you add that onto 100%, and then you divide it by 100, and that gives you your multiplier. Now that's for the whole year, so that's to the power of 1 essentially, and what you should get when you put that in your calculator is £2,581.25. We're then going to look at this amount, okay, so that amount is going to be just for the 11 months, so remember it's an annual rate, Okay, so I'll just get rid of that, and that's a mistake. So that is going to be £625, and that's going to get the same amount of interest. So we're going to times that by the multiplier. Now remember, there's 11 months that's going to sit in the bank for, and 1 year is 12 months. Okay, so it's an 11/12th of a year. You put that in your calculator, and then what you do is just add these two up, and then what that should give you is the whole lot. Okay, so that's £3,224.85. So that is so that consists of the 2,500 you've put in, the interest on 2,500 for a year, also the £625 wee bonus you get just for each once a year, okay, for each deposit, and that comes a month after you put the deposit in, the interest gained in that, and then you just add them together. So that is that question done.